Hi, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to my channel, Tiara Washington. I am here to talk today about how to breastfeed. So I don't have my baby girl with me, but you will be meeting her in later video blogs. I have Minnie with me. So there's lots of positions on how to breastfeed. I'll go over the positions. I will show you from the resource book that I'm using that is called 100 Questions and Answers About Breastfeeding. I think this is a good book. I will do a book review in another video blog. If you have any questions during this tutorial and time that I am explaining about how to breastfeed, please feel free to leave your questions and comments below. And let's get started. So actually in this book, they have pictures about the nipples. So I'm obviously not going to show you mine, but in the book, there are different types of nipples that you may have. So these are the different types here. And this is called the everted nipple, the flat nipple, and the inverted nipple, and the everted nipple, the inverted and the everted, and then the flat. So depending on what type of nipple you may have, that may make it harder or easier, and also dependent on your baby. So for me, when I had my baby, of course, they did have a lactation consultant come and help me out in the hospital during my time there. So I'm not sure what hospital you're delivering at, thinking about, but some of the things you want to start looking into is what resource options your hospital does offer during the time that you're there for your stay, to see if a lactation consultant can come to you, or when you leave, because when you get home, life gets real. It's you and that baby, and you're just there trying to figure it out and just trying to feed them. And sometimes it's not always easy. So I don't want to keep you too long or to have this video too long. I want to get right to it. So pretend this is your baby, and there's lots of different positions. You can cradle your baby like this and hold your baby here. You can also do like a football hold and take your baby's legs and put them on the side and hold the back of their head and hold them down in this position here, and draw their body towards you. So you have them like this, and they're not like this trying to feed. The position should really be your arm between their legs and your whole hand in the back of their head and draw them closer. That was a very comfortable position for me, but there's many different positions, and you can also try those same positions on the same side if you're left-handed or right-handed. But those positions are what work for me. So the way you want to breastfeed is first figuring out how you're going to use whatever position you want to, whatever is more comfortable for you. And then once you figure out the position that's comfortable for you, I remember my lactation consultant always saying the baby's mouth needs to be open like a hamburger. It should be nice and wide, so that they're getting a nice wide bite and not biting down onto your nipple. It's actually the areola, nice round circle that they should be putting their mouth around, and that's really the area that they should have that kind of hamburger form with. Otherwise, if that is not how they're latching on, it should be nose to nipple, just like you see in this picture, nose to nipple. And you're bringing your nipple close to the baby to smell the scent, and then the baby will open their mouth like, and that's when you draw the baby in. If you're bringing the nipple to the baby, it's going to hurt. and they also are not ready. So they probably will not extend their mouth as wide as you need them to, because they're not ready. And to my understanding, you always want to present the nose to nipple, and then get the head ready to tilt back, because all of that kind of plays together, with the way that you're feeding them, so that you're not causing or bringing pain to yourself. It's definitely a learning process, and it is not easy, but when you have the right form, and a position that you're holding them, for sure it does help when you have the right position and when their mouth is open and ready to latch. So I'm going to show you in these pictures. This first picture is the nipple in the top half. See where the baby is not quite latching on properly, because it looks like here they're just only getting that top part of the nipple instead of bringing their mouth up to this outsider part. And their mouth should really be up here, where you see in this picture, the baby's mouth is covering the whole area and not hanging off of the end. You don't want your baby to be hanging off of the end of your nipple. There's some other things which kind of prevent moms from being able to breastfeed to get the baby to latch on properly, and you can always see a lactation consultant. I did go to a support group at the hospital that I delivered, so make sure you look into that and see if the hospital that you're delivering at does offer support groups, because it's a very great resource. And there they can have lactation consultants see you and your baby, find out early on if your baby has tongue tie issues or problems or issues latching on, because it's not something that you want to deal with on your own. For sure, if they have issues, you need to know early on, because it could really have an impact on you continuing to breastfeed or not. Other things about how to breastfeed is, and I will get into it in other videos, but your baby will definitely let you know if they want more or no more milk. So you feed until your baby gets off, basically. And that's, of course, starting them to latch properly. And when they are done, they will surely let you know. But this is the video blog on how to breastfeed. If you have any questions, feel free to leave your questions below. And I look forward to the next video blog that I can share with you. Bye.